of the chapter.
Okay, okay. Then I'll just share it after the class. Okay. Yeah, but remember one thing, you don't have to write everything. Okay, so for example, you missed out the classes for that particular day. Do watch the recording and accordingly make changes in the PDF. Okay. Okay, we'll just wait for 1 more minute for Mohammed Ayan and Mariam. Then we'll start. What we have to start today? We have to start what? We have to start performance. We did this. India as a member of WTO. No. We have to start this WTO. What we have to start in the previous class? What we did? We did this outsourcing.
No, ma'am, we didn't start this.
We didn't start this outsourcing. Okay. What about Heba? Heba, is it because Adab you left 10 minutes earlier? So Heba, you were there in the previous class, Heba? No, no, no. You were not there in the previous class, right? Okay. So we'll just wait for, because Adib was also there, but Adib left 10 minutes before. He thought that I'm not audible. So in case others will be joining, then we'll be starting from wherever I left. But in case others are not joining, we are going to start from outsourcing. Okay? Okay, Iba? Okay, Adar?
Okay.
Okay. We'll just wait for 1 more minute, then we'll start. Okay. So let's just start from outsourcing itself. Okay. So now next thing is that, ma'am, what is outsourcing? See, outsourcing is, for example, outside you already know, right? So for example, this is India, this is America. Okay. Now what is outsourcing? That, for example, this is the office in America. Okay. They want to work it as a maybe call center. Okay. Here they need some services. So what people are doing, what American people will be doing, the high companies, they will be hiring people from India. Like they will be working from India, but for whom they will be working? They will be working for America. This is outsourcing. That from outside, you are sourcing someone who will be working for your company. Okay. So outsourcing is one of the important outcome of globalization process. And in outsourcing, a company hires regular services from external sources. Now company is hiring from external sources, mostly from other countries, which was previously provided internally or from within the country, like legal advice, computer services, advertisement, security, etc. So this is what in outsourcing, a company hires regular services from external sources, mostly from other countries, which was previously provided internally or from within the country. Okay. Next, as a form of economic activity, outsourcing has intensified in recent time because of the growth of fast mode communication, particularly the growth of IT. So now the question is, ma'am, why outsourcing is being involved? Why outsourcing is
Ma'am, you're not
evolving?
audible.
I'm not audible. Okay, Adit, am I audible to you? Adit, can you hear me?
Ma'am, I will rejoin.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, I think now I'm audible. Okay, Aheba will be rejoined.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll just wait for Heba. She's rejoining. Heba, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, no, it's audible.
Oh. So next is, now the question is, see, outsourcing is increasing day by day. Now the question is, ma'am, what is the reason behind it? Okay. So particularly the growth of information technology, because of the communication, in especially the technology, outsourcing is increasing. This is the world map. Over here, if America is hiring, India is here. Okay. These people are working for America. Okay. So why, how this is possible? Because of IT, because of internet, because of communication. If in case there is no communication, nothing is there, nobody can contact, right? But because of IT, this outsourcing is also increasing. Now these are the sectors where this where outsourcing takes place, like in accountancy sectors, BPO sectors, banking services. You can write any two examples. Now one more thing, there are lot many countries: India, Saudi, UAE, Dubai, Malaysia, America, lot many countries, right? But India is one of the important outsourcing source, also outsourcing station. So why? The lower wage rate and availability of skilled manpower. So for example, this is America. Over here, if he is hiring one person, so he have to pay his 100 rupees, right? He is also engineer. But if he will hire the same person from India, in 80 rupees, he can hire the same skilled person. So low wage rate. So this is a benefit. Now here he has to pay 100 rupees, but here he has to pay 80 rupees only. So the low wage rate and the availability of skilled manpower in India have made it destination for global outsourcing in the post reform period. So these are the two reasons. Because of this, India thing is being increasing. India is becoming a greater source for a good station for outsourcing. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So what you will write, hashtag outsourcing. Then the first point you will write this. Then the second point will be this. Then the third point will be there. From here you are going to write one or two example, and the fourth point will be this. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Sadhir?
can I join with my iPad? I joined it. I joined with my phone, so I'll just join with my iPad. Okay.
Yeah, sure. You can log
Okay.
out
Thank
and
you. Okay. Thank you.
good evening, Mariam. No problem. Mariam, just tell me what we were doing in the previous class. I think we completed outsourcing, right? Okay, so you can relax. Then I think we have to start from Indian role. Okay, so you can relax. Heba is writing it down. You can relax for 2 more minutes.
Done, ma'am.
Adit, you join.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can take the screenshot of this, Adit.
Yeah, ma'am. Already took it.
Okay, good. Now, basically, we are going to deal with this World Trade Organization. Mariam, we have to start from here itself, right? If I'm not wrong. Okay, good. Now, World Trade Organization. So, World Trade Organization was founded in 1995. From here, you can get 1 mark of questions and the full forms. What is the full form of WTO? What is the full form of GATT? Like this. So, the WTO was founded in 1995 as a successor organization to General Agreement on Trade and Tariff. Okay. So, earlier it was GATT. Now, it was formed in 1948. Right. Then it was transformed to WTO. Okay. And WTO was formed in 1995. Clear? Now, next question, ma'am. What is the purpose of WTO? Why WTO was formed? To enlarge production of trade services. So it is the only organization which deals with trade and production. So to enlarge the production and trade services, WTO was made to ensure optimum utilization. Optimum means highest utilization or good utilization of world resources. That nobody is wasting their resources; they are using it efficiently. Next, to protect the environment. Most of the time, what people were doing, they were using forests and everything to produce the thing. So, in order to protect the environment, WTO was involved, like introduced. Next, what is the role of WTO? To establish rule-based trading design areas. Design means areas in which nation cannot play arbitrary restrictions. So, for example, if this is the area where you will trade, okay, over here WTO will form the rules. No other country, for example, this is India, this is America, they are coming here to trade and they are making their own rules. No, only WTO will make rule in this area. Next, the WTO agreement cover trade in goods as well as services to facilitate international trade. Bilateral and multi. Bilateral means you are trading with only one country. Multilateral means you are trading with 1+ country. Through removal of tariff as well as non-tariff barrier and providing greater market access to all member countries. So whoever is a member of WTO, WTO made had rule that no matter whether you go in this country, this country, this country, nobody will take tariff from you. It has removed all the taxes. So taxes which are imposed in trades, they are known as tariffs. So he has already removed all this. So this is the role of WTO. First to make rule for areas and then to remove the tariffs so that people can easily do multilateral or bilateral trade with any other country. Clear? No, yes. Okay. Then World Trade Organization, WTO you will be writing. Till here you will be writing this and after that purpose and rule.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now we are going to see. We are studying Indian economy, so we'll be dealing that India as a how India behave as a member of WTO. So India as a member of WTO, as an important member of WTO, India has been in the forefront of framing fair global rules, regulation, and safeguard, and advocating the interest of developing world. See, India is not a developed country. India is developing country, right? So it is among the developing country. India is at good rank, so whatever rules India will be making, everyone will be following it. So it's an important member of WTO, and India makes fair global rules, regulations, safeguards, and everything, so that every developing world can follow it. And second point, India has kept its commitment towards liberalization of trade by removing quantitative restriction on import and reducing tariff rates. So also, second thing, India promised that India will be liberal its economy and it will remove all the quantitative restriction, plus it will reduce the tariff rate, right? So this is what India did as a member of WTO. So you will write hashtag India as a member of WTO and first point and second point. Clear?
Okay. Done, ma'am.
Girls, done?
Done, ma'am.
Now we are going to do the performance of Indian economy during economic reform. Very, very important. Today you have to run very fast. Like you have to not run, you have to write very fast. Okay. So now basically you can see over here, you are going to compare it before 1991 and after 1991. So agriculture sector was contributing 3.6, but after 1991 it was in minus. Industry it was 77.1, but it was 5.9. Service it was 6.7, it was 10.3. But in total, GDP was 5.6, but now it increased to 7.2, right? Though we will be dealing everything in every way, agriculture, industry, services, and GDP in total. So basically, whenever GDP increases, what does it indicate? If GDP is increasing, that means growth is also increasing, right? This is what we indicate, that along with GDP, growth also takes place, right? So first of all, what you will write? You will write the heading that performance of Indian economy during economic reform. Okay. Then first of all, effect on growth and employment. So in economics, the growth of GDP is measured by the GDP. The growth of economy is measured by the GDP. The growth of GDP increased from 5.6% in this to 8.2% in 2007 and 12. This is from 2007 to 2012. Or just don't write this 2000, just write to 7.2 in 2014 and 15. Okay. Through this, GDP growth rate has increased in the reform period. It has generated sufficient employment opportunity in the country. So in service sector, earlier less people were contributing. That's why it was less. But now more people are contributing. That's why it is 10.3. Then coming to effect on growth. So you can see that the growth of agriculture sector has declined. Yes, you can see earlier it was 7.8, 3.6. Now it is 0.2, minus 0.2. Right? So it has declined. Now, sometimes you can get a question, why agriculture sector declined? Right? Why the growth of agriculture sector declined? So you should know the reasons as well. So these are the reasons. First, the fall in public investment in agriculture sector. So public investment in agriculture sector, especially in infrastructure, which included irrigation, power, roads, etc., has fallen in the reform period. So earlier, everyone was public sector, means government was contributing to the agriculture sector, right? Providing green revolution, HYV seeds and all that. But now government was not doing investment in agriculture sector. That's why agriculture sector came down. Second, removal of fertilizer subsidies. Earlier, government was giving you the fertilizer subsidies, but now fertilizer subsidy was also removed because of this cost of production. For example, earlier You need seeds. Seeds was providing, and fertilizer was for 50 rupees. Water was for 20 rupees. So in total for 70 rupees, you can do the entire agriculture process. But now the government is not giving subsidies. So fertilizer itself is for 100 rupees. So cost of production increased. Earlier in 70 rupees, you were able to do this, but now you need 120 rupees to produce any product. Then which has severely affected the small and marginal farmers. Now, third, increase international competition. See, here you have to write the entire explanation why, because sometimes you can get a question like this for 1 or 2 marker. Because of increased international competition, how agriculture sector decline. Okay, so we should be aware of it. See, now increase in international competition. Agriculture sector has been experiencing a number of policy changes such as reduction in import duties on agriculture product, removal of minimum support price, lifting of quantitative restriction on agriculture product. This has adversely affected the farmer as they now have to face increased competition. So earlier when there is no competition, you are very free. Whatever you want to produce, you can easily do, right? But when you have competition, you don't feel better, right? So because of that also agriculture sector came down. Next, export oriented policy. Now earlier, if there was no globalization, nothing was there. Whatever you were doing it for your own your country, right? But now what happened? Government started forcing people like the farmer to do export, means to sell their crops. But now you are not going to sell food grains. What you are going to sell? You are going to sell the cash crops. So for example, if I'm not aware of how to grow a cash crop, what I will do? I will leave the agriculture sector, and because of that also agriculture sector will come down. So export oriented policy. So because of export oriented policy strategies in agriculture, there has been a shift from production from a domestic market toward production for the export market focusing on cash crop in lieu of instead of production of food grain. This puts the pressure on the price of food grains, and because of this agriculture sector came down. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So be very far, like be very quick, okay? Because I just want one more class for this chapter, then we are going to finish it off. So you can write effect on growth and employment. First you will write this, make it a box like this, performance of Indian economy during economic reform, then hashtag effect on growth, first paragraph, second paragraph, and then we'll do the effect on growth and agriculture.
Ma'am.
Yes, Adar.
Ma'am, I'll have to leave right now.
Okay, you have to go somewhere?
Yeah, ma'am, I have basketball practice today.
Okay, so you can go, but do what the do what the recordings. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Mariam, you are also done till here? Perfect. Okay, only Heba is here. I think Mariam also lost network. Okay.
Run the whole para.
Sorry.
Run the whole para.
Yeah, you have to write the whole thing, third and fourth. Okay. Because you can get a direct question, like they can ask you, because of increased international competition, how agriculture sector declined. So you should have a good material to write.
Okay. Done now.
Now, effect on industrial growth. Okay, so this you people will be taking screenshot so that you can cover it. Okay, because we are running out of time. Okay, so next is effect on industrial growth. So India is seen as a successful exporter of auto parts. So basically what happened, industrial growth has also recorded a slowdown. You can check that chart over here. It was 7.1, now it is 5.9. So it was not that much as compared to agriculture, but yeah, it was slowed down. What was the reason? The first reason was there was less demand of industrial product, and the second reason was non-access to developed countries market. Okay, so now sometimes you can get a question that why there was a low demand of industrial product. So you should write the reasons for that as well. So first, availability of cheap import. So for example, this is your country. Okay, over here, this dress is for 100 rupees in your country, and if you will export the same dress, you will get it for 80 rupees. So of course, everyone will purchase this. Yes? Yes or no? Yes. So when there is less cheaper imports, like they can import the product in the cheaper rate. So everybody went for that and nobody focused on the industrial growth. So globalization has created condition for the free movement of goods and services from foreign countries. Cheaper imports have replaced the demand of domestic goods. Domestic manufacturers are facing competition from imports. Thus, globalization adversely affected local industries and employment opportunities in developing countries, including India. So because of cheaper product which foreigners were selling, nobody was purchasing the domestic product. Because of that, they lost the relevancy. Next, lower investment. The infrastructure facilities, including power supply, have remained inadequate due to lack of investment. Okay, so lower investment was there. The infrastructure facility, including power and all that, nobody was investing. So until and unless you don't have power, you don't have inadequate material, you cannot produce any product. So there was no investment in this. That's also because of that, industrial growth was less. Next, this was the reason for low demand of industrial product. Next, second is non-access to developed countries market. So there were few countries. For example, this is America. This is developed country. America has put a barrier that okay, developing country won't be entering their market and won't be selling their product in their market. So because of this, for example, this is my industry. I am producing goods and I was planning that I'll be selling this here and I'll be getting money. But they stopped me from entering in their market. So what happened? My all the product got waste, and now I decided I will not produce anything. So because of that, industrial growth came down. So our developing countries like India still does not have the access to developed countries market because of high non-tariff barriers. So it's not like that they are like, no, you cannot come. Yes, you can come, but you have to pay a high tax. So because of that, people don't visit the developed country places. So because of that also, industrial sector came down. Clear? So you can take a screenshot for this, girls. I'm just telling you what you have to write. Let me just mark it, and after that you'll be taking this screenshot. Clear? So effect on industrial sector, you have to write it till here. The reasons are as follows. First, second, you have to write the entire paragraph. Till here you have to write. Okay. Then this you have to write the entire. For this you have to write till here. Clear? So you can take the screenshot of this. Let me know once you are done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, good. Now, these two also you can take the screenshot. Just make sure that before entering the next class, you are done with this. Okay. So effect on growth in the service sector. So basically what happened while the growth in the service sector has gone up. So you can, as you will check the table, you can see service sector, it has gone up. Earlier it was 6.7, now it is 10.3. Okay. So growth has gone up. This indicates that the growth is mainly driven from the growth in service sector. So because of this, now you can see only service sector went up, right? So because of this, we can say whatever the GDP was, out of all the three sectors, which sector contributed the more? Only service sector. Clear? Now, effect on foreign investment and foreign exchange reserve. The foreign investment, which include foreign direct investment and foreign institutional investment, has increased from about US $100 million in 1991 to US 36 billion in this, right? So, and then you will write India is one of the largest foreign exchange reserve holder in the world. Clear? So, it also increased. So, you can take the screenshot for this too. Done?